welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my gear list. I know we all have been waiting for this. It is crunch time. I am literally a week away from the journey of a lifetime, and I'm literally freaking out, but I'm also so excited. Like, energy is literally surging through me because, like, when I say my spirit is already out there and I am literally trying to go catch up with it, I'm not even joking. So let's just jump right into the video because I'm super excited to talk about some of the gear that I have here. Yeah. So we're gonna start with my boots because I think that is pretty essential. If we're talking about walking 2,190 plus miles, you know, gonna want to have some good boots or shoes to walk in, right? So what I'm starting with on this trail hike is my Spotiva Nucleo midway women's Gore-Tex boots. As you can see, I have broke these bad boys in. I'm super stoked about having those because I feel like they're gonna be good for me because I think I've talked to so many people about this, but I am an ankle roller, so I need something that has a little bit of ankle support with them. I know trail runners are a big thing when it comes to trail because they're easy and lightweight, but I feel like these boots are also pretty lightweight. They're very bendy in a sense, and they also are literally like, they feel like nothing if you were to hold these, at least to me. And I think that it'll be easy for me if I wanted to switch off, which let me talk to you guys about that, into my tacos, which I feel like are actually kind of heavier than my boots, but I also want something a little heavier because, again, ankle rollers, so I feel like my tacos are a good footing for me, as well as good for water crossing, especially when it comes to rocks. I just feel like I'll feel more comfortable with something a little bit more firm and sturdy. So I also have these as dual as both my camp and my water crossing shoes. I'm also gonna bring my Vortexes. I think I talked to you guys about that in my previous video. Those are also gonna be shipped out to me sometime midway or halfway through because you can only walk so many miles before your feet start hurting or your boots get wear down. And those boots I've worn out a little bit already, but I feel like if I get them midway through, then I will be fine. Because as long as I can get some miles on them and some, they'll get trashed eventually, I'm okay with that. So yeah. Next we have my food bag. So this is the Ursack Major. As you can see, it is packed to the rim, and this is probably gonna be my most weight in my bag other than my tent. I did not weigh this, but I'm gonna guess that it weighs about at least 4 pounds. Yeah, possibly even more, but I'm gonna guess it's 4 pounds. I do not have a scale with me today. I meant to grab it from my sister's house, or ask my sister to bring it over because she's here. But yeah, so this is my food bag. It is a Ursack Major. I have about 5 days worth of food in here. That is including snacks and stuff too. And about my food bag, so a lot of people think that using bags like this, because you don't necessarily need to bare hang it, it's a little bit silly in a way, but I always seen that, and I've used this on my shakedown hike, I've always seen that when you use something like this, you always want to have redundancy, which I think is key regardless if you were to use a bare bag. I think it's still key to have redundancy, and you put your food inside of not just the bag itself, but inside of plastic bags, so that way your food can stay kind of like scent proof in a sense if it's in multiple plastic bags. And I have food in this one, but then you can see I also have plastic bags of food inside other bags, and that should kind of help with the smell, like ease the smell out. And I have a lot of like upsack bags as well as smelly proof bags that I got off of line. that I put my food inside. So as you can see, my food is kind of junk food, but I'm going to experience a lot of junk food out on trail as well as good food. So I kind of tried to like keep to the theme of knowing like what I'm already going to start eating, because if I eat super duper healthy from the start, it won't serve me any good if I'm going to start eating junk food anyway. And this is actually food that I eat anyways when I'm at home. And I got a pretty good mixture of also good food in here, like a lot of protein foods in here too. But junk food is going to serve me well, especially on days when it's long and I just need some energy and some sugar to get me going. So yeah, and this is going to be my trash bag, obviously. Probably not so obvious, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this back on up. Boom, so that's that. Let's move on to my pack. So I've already kind of started putting stuff on here. On my pack right now, I have my hydro flask that I was gifted from a good friend named Gino. So shout out to Gino, thank you so much for this. It's a Trailblazer hydro flask. It is 21 ounces. I think in my last video I said 23. It's 21 ounces. So thank you, Gino, so much for this. I'm gonna probably use this mostly for coffee. And then anytime I'm done with the coffee, I'll use it for extra water, because if you guys remember from my last video, I said that I'll be having 2 smart water bottles, and they would go on the sides of my pack. And then this right here is my Zoleo that I talked about also in my last video, but it's my satellite communicator. So this is way I'm going to be keeping in touch with my mom and family and letting them know that I am okay. It also has an SOS beacon on here that if something was to happen to me, I can hit this little SOS beaker, and it has a closed lid so I won't accidentally hit it. So it's right here. So if I was to open this up, I could just hit it, and then it'll let the local EMS and police services know that where the general location that I'm in. And send out an alert to my family and letting them also know that they have been beaconed and I'm in need of help, if that was the case. But on here it has a checkpoint. If I wasn't able to like talk to them through the satellite, I can just let them know like, hey, I made it to camp 2, which is kind of neat. But it is a little bit heavy, but I wouldn't think it's as heavy as Garmin. I've felt a Garmin satellite communicator, and yeah, it's smaller, but I feel like this one is just a little bit more better if you ask me. As far as pricing goes, I would think that Zillow is a little great, and then I can use this also overseas, which is very neat. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to work with this because I've used it on my shakedown hike in Virginia and I loved it. And my family loved it, but the cell reception there was also very good, so I'm not sure if I haven't tested it in like really remote areas, other than when I went to do the Triple Crown in Virginia. So I'm just hoping that it still is going to be the same way. It should, because it's rated to be like that and it's supposed to help in all wilderness areas, so we'll see how that plays out. And how well this goes out on trail. So yeah, another neat thing about this pack is that you would think I haven't used this, but it's because it has so many straps. Am I blind? Oh, I am blind. Ha ha ha. So on here it has a whistle right here, so I don't even need to bring my own whistle. Some people bring their own whistles on trail just in case like this wasn't working. They can at least, if they heard people passing by, can alert somebody that they may be in help or in danger, because people can hear the whistle. And this whistle is also very loud. I won't blow it because it's kind of scary to hear, especially being indoors, but it's super duper loud and it's located on the pack, so I thought that was pretty neat. When I first ever used this pack, it was back in Colorado, when I worked at an expedition company called called Deer Hills Expedition in Minkus, Colorado. So yeah, this pack has gone through a lot because it's been there, and it's also worked with me when I went on trips outside of camp when I worked for this camp called Camp Anakiji in Plymouth, Wisconsin. So yeah, it's been through some times, and then it's been on other backpacking and camping trips. I won't name all those because that's a lot too. But it is the REI Flash 6.3, and it can carry a lot of weight. I've had up to almost 40 pounds in this pack, and I'm hoping that on the trail I won't have any more than 30 is what I'm looking at right now. So yeah, that's my pack. It has a lot of compartments, but I feel like getting into all that would be kind of mundane in this video because you'll see me go through a lot of it when I'm on trail. So yeah, here I have a cocoon inliner, so it's for my sleeping bag, which I'll talk about a little bit, but it gives me 5 extra degrees of warmth, which is really nice on really cold nights. I've used this before. I don't know, I think that it's very nice because it's kind of like silky inside. I'm gonna see if I can open it and give you a little peek. So the material is a little silky, which is really nice. So you would think it'd make you hot because of that, but to me it doesn't. I actually feel like it's really nice on the skin, and even on days where it's like really hot out, I feel like this is kind of nice too, because then I can use this just as like a sheet instead of a inliner. I mean, I guess that's what it is, it's a sheet. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't have to get in my bag. I can also put this on top of my bag and just sleep in this. But it fits my bag really well. So yeah. This is my raincoat. And the neat thing about this, it can double as a ground tarp. I won't take it all the way out of the bed because you will see it out on trail. But it's super neat because I can also double it as a, what do you call it? A pack cover. Why couldn't I think of that? I can double it as a pack cover as well. Because I tend to feel like pack covers are a little silly just because I feel like your stuff still gets wet regardless, but this is kind of nice because the material is supposed to be like military grade, and I got this actually off of Amazon. By the way, everything that I'm talking about today in this video I will link in the description below, so that way you guys can check out the gear for yourself and read all the descriptions of them. Because I feel like me just talking about it is kind of like me just saying why I picked the gear, whereas you can go and actually see the, read the reviews and see the descriptions of the gear that I'm saying. And you can decide for yourself if you would have ever decided to buy it yourself. So, yeah. So, in this dry sack, which I also got from Amazon, it has a lot of miscellaneous things. So, I have my toothpaste, toothbrush, which you think would go in my toiletries, but I kind of separated the two just because I wanted to divvy up the space. And I feel like I put a lot of miscellaneous things with miscellaneous things, like in 2 different dry sacks. So in my mind, it works, it makes sense. So I have, because I know like if I go into this bag, I will take my, my Benadryl, remember to take my Benadryl for my allergies, and then my multivitamins for like my daily use, and if I brush my teeth I will see it and I'll remember to take it. So yeah, I have like my medicines in here, my toothpaste, my toothbrush, a little compact mirror, my first aid is in this, and some hand warmers and toe warmers because I don't like being cold, some Bugables because you never know when you have insects. Right now I don't have to worry about it, but I brought them just in case. And yeah, stuff like that. And then this is my sleeping pad. This is a Themrarest. Thank you, George, for gifting me this. It's a Prolite, so it blows up on its own, which is really nice. And I feel like most people know what Themrarests are. They normally have those fold out ones, which was what I was gonna go with if I didn't get gifted this, so I'm really, really thankful for this. And then I also actually ended up not just was gonna go for that one, but I looked into getting a Sleepingo, which my sister gifted me for Christmas, so I actually will be switching either that out or the folded up one out. Sometime midway through trail if that ends up giving out on me whilst I'm out there. And actually behind me in those boxes is kind of where all my resupply stuff is already. And you can probably see my Marmot sleeping bag that I probably end up getting switched out sometime through, and I'm not going to use my Teton one, which I can talk about now since I already started talking about it. So this is a Teton down, 0 down sleeping bag. I got it also off of Amazon. Amazon is my best friend, as you guys can tell. It's a mommy sleeping bag. I like mommy sleeping bags because for me, I can like scrunch myself down all the way in it and just cover up my face, and I won't put my face in to make myself sweat more and get like, I just feel like it's better installation for me, because I know I can be in this and not have on like buttload of clothes, and I could just have my body do the insulating for me and keep me really warm. So both of my bags, both the Marmot 30 degree and this sleeping bag is a mommy sleeping bag, and I like it too for the comfort. For me, I can roll around in this and still feel completely comfortable on my sleeping pad. I'm also a side sleeper, so I feel like having a sleeping pad that blows up and it's not on the ground is a little bit better than having one that's just like lays flat on the ground, because I feel like it gives a little bit more cushion. Yeah. So that's my sleeping bag and my sleeping pad. Now we're gonna move on to my fanny pack. So in this, all I'm gonna carry is my wallet and my phone and some charging ports, and then my GoPro that you are seeing. You're not seeing it because it's filming my pretty face. But that I'll be putting that in my fanny pack, as well as, if you can see, I have my Guideman knife on here. Actually I closed it up, but I can show you that. It is a double-sided knife, not sided, but double knife. And it has a, what do you call it, gutting knife, as well as a saw knife. I'm gonna put the double knife down. You would think I don't know how to use my gear, I swear. Anyways, and a saw knife too. So it'll be nice for days where like I either need to like cut up something or cut up some wood or something, or even food, or cut open something, or use it for self-defense, which praying I won't have to do, but you never know. So that's why I'm keeping it on my hips, just in case. Speaking of that, I also have mace on my pack itself, because I know a lot of people are asking about that. I have some mace. And then I also have bear spray for all those who's worried about the bears getting me. And I can use this as self-defense as well, but obviously nobody will want to do that because that is considered murder, because this is really, really, really strong. And I ain't trying to have anybody after me, and I don't want no cases. So yeah. But if a bear tries to get me, obviously this will be in use. And then this is my cook set. So there's a lot in this, and I won't take it all out just because I feel like it's kind of like it'll be too much to take all out, and you guys are probably like, okay girl, we don't need to see every little detail because we're gonna see it when you're out there. But inside of here I have two pots. I have a small pot and a big pot, and then inside this pot, and the reason why I'm keeping both, because I know people are gonna be like, girl, you don't need both those pots out there, you're probably not even gonna eat that much like food with your pots, but it holds my actually I won't take it out because this is gonna be too confusing to explain. So inside here I have my pots, and inside my pots I have my stove, and then I have my gas can. and the little thing to hold my gas can. So it just works better that way for me. That way I won't have to lose them, and it's like compacted better, and it fits really well in front of my pack. So I've used this already out on trail when, again, I did shakedown hikes, and I like the setup. I know it's kind of bulky, but for me it works right now. If I ended up changing it out, this is probably gonna happen because, you know, weight does count and it really affects, you know, your mileage and all that. But for now, I think it's gonna work. And I've done 18 milers and I was fine. Granted, it was only for a couple days, but still, I was fine. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. But yeah, this is my cook set. And then I also have my water filtration system in here too as well, and it's the Sawyer squeeze right there, and some duct tape just in case I need to like wrap up anything or tape anything. And I put that on a syringe just because I feel like it was better than putting it on my trekking poles, just in case I end up losing my trekking poles somehow, some way, because people have done that on trail, and I just feel like it'd be easier if, like, I know my cooking set is important to me, so my mind would tell me like I always have to keep up with it. I also have that Sea to Summit spoon, long spoon that everybody, I'm gonna take it out. I feel like I'm really trying to do this where you guys can see it because I thought it's mesh. Oh, they can see that. No, that Sea to Summit spoon that like everybody paid $8 for, I have that because I also don't like the idea of food being all over me and over my hands, and I feel like it just would keep stuff from being messy. I have used this on other trips and it works freaking wonderful. So yeah, and obviously some hand sanitizer because gotta keep clean hands out there because I hear the norovirus is going around and I'm not trying to get sick. I want to make it. So yeah. So that's my cooking set. In this bag, this dry sack, is all my clothes. I won't go through all my clothes in here, but just know I have some good darn toughs, some Injinji, some Smart Wool, some Merino Wool, some Mountain Hardware, and Eddie Bauer. So I won't take all that out, but I would definitely link all the clothing that I'm using on this trip in the description below. This is my trowel for my, what do you call it, poop kit. The neat thing about this trowel is that it has paracord on it and also another saw thing, but I just got it because I really like the setup for like the paracord and the fact that it could be multi-use, and you can also use, I can use this when I come back home too because it has like a nail thing, and I don't forget what this thing does, but I'll link it in the description below, and guess what, you'll be able to see for yourself because I probably won't end up using that for anything, but I definitely would be using this paracord for something, and it probably will be for me when I'm hanging up my clothes and stuff when it gets super wet and I'm trying to dry it out, and then obviously the trowel for digging up. So my camera died, ha ha ha, but yeah, so that would be for that good old trowel. So next we would have, and I don't have everything in here, like my phone charger and stuff, but it's all my electronics will go in this bag. So the GoPro that you see me filming on, all its little compartments, little gadgets that go to it, like its housing and stuff will go in here, as well as my like other little small charging cords. So the cords for my GoPro, and then cords for my like my extra pieces for charging stuff when I go into town. So like all the housing. So like these. I keep like not knowing what I'm trying to say because I'm not really good with words. So yeah, like my little cord pieces like these will go into this bag. Which leads me to my next thing. So I also have a solar panel that I was gifted from a member called Milton. So thank you, Mr. Milton, for this at one of my jobs. I won't say which one because nobody needs to know all that. But I was gifted this, and it has I'll put cords in the back of here, so like really long phone charges and stuff that I can hear. And this solar panel is very lightweight as well, but it comes with 3 panels, so you should get lots of rays from the sun. And I can hang it on my pack via these little holes you see right here. And I have carabiners that I will hang on my pack, so it'll hang on the outside of my pack, and hopefully I can hike with that. Now, if it doesn't work out, whenever I get one of my resupply boxes shipped into town, one of the towns, I will ship this off via postal service back home, because if it's not working out, then I probably shouldn't have it on trial, but I'm gonna try it out just for the time being, because I'm okay with the extra weight starting out, because I want to see, and I think that it should work just because it's not heavy, or I shouldn't say not heavy, everything's kind of heavy, right? But it's not that heavy, and I think that right now, since it's not completely canopied, that this should do me some justice. So yeah. And then in here I have other toiletries. So I have like baby wipes, and then like wet face cloth type of thing, like something just to help like keep myself a little bit dry, and then like lotions and stuff like that in this little compartment, this little baggie. And I'm probably gonna put some other like little miscellaneous things inside of this bag, just because it's not like completely full. And yeah, but I also have a spare bag, dry sack, just in case I need to put some extra stuff in something, and or I need to get stuff out of stuff, so it won't all be so congested. So yeah, I'll use that for extra spare stuff. And then I'm sure everybody wants to know what tint I'm using and why is it so bulky, because I wanted a 2-person tent. I am one of those people who like space. So I got a co-passenger 2-person tent, and it does look like it's very like, I don't know how to explain it, like bulky, but it's really not that much weighted. Like, it's not super weighted. Well, let's see, it is 4 pounds and 2 ounces. LOL, I thought it was like almost 2 to 3 pounds, but I guess it's, yeah. I guess it was a little bit weighted, but that's okay. It's worth the weight. You know how everybody says that when you go, for some people, they like comfort when they go to camp. I am one of those people. I am okay with a little bit of weight, because I do like comfort when I go into camp. And you can like squeeze this, as you, I think you might can hear it, but there's air coming out of that, because you can compact it down. And I'm gonna like literally like scrunch it into my bag with my poofy sleeping bag over there. So yeah, it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit, guys. It may look a lot bulky, but it's so pretty too. I'll have to like edit a picture into this video so you can see how nice it looks. Cause I love this tent. I've only used it like 3 times, but all the times I've used it, and I mean like 3 different occasions of camping, but all the times I've used it, it was really nice. So yeah, I'm like holding it because that's how much I love it. So yeah, we're gonna put that away. And then this is my coat. So this is the Eddie Bauer coat. And I think I've already told you guys this, but I am a very big fan of Eddie Bauer. And I was gifted this from my auntie for Christmas. So thank you, Titi, so much for this coat, because it's a puffy and it's a down coat, and guess what? It can get stuffed into my pack any kind of way too, and it's very nice and comfy and warm. So yeah, it's 80 filled, so it's like, it's puffy enough to the point where, and then you can even see it, like it literally, you can scrunch it down. And it's not like, what do you call it? What do you call those coats that like kind of like singe it, like you can scrunch up at the ends? I like those, but I don't like them to the point where like it's bothersome. And I like the fact that like it's some wiggle room there. As well as, everybody knows I love zippers, and on my clothes you'll see too there's a lot of zippers. I love little compartments and zippers, which people say like, oh, that's annoying because you know you have to remember to get all the stuff out of there. I'm one of those people who remember because literally I like compartments. So I like to, like, I'm a fiddler and I like to have things in things, and if I can put my hands in something I feel better, because as you can see I talk with my hands a lot and that could be distracting and very annoying. So I try to put my hands in my pockets when I'm talking. So yeah, it'll be good for me while I'm out on trail because people won't look at me like I'm crazy, because yeah, I probably sound a little crazy sometimes, and that's okay because we all are a little bit crazy, aren't we? So yeah, it's my coat. And then my trekking poles. So I got Trail Buddies because they're inexpensive, and then 2, they have really good ratings and views. And I just feel like since they have the lifetime warranty, when it comes to, well, you know, it's a lifetime, it's not really lifetime, it's 3-year warranty when it comes to like replacing parts on your trekking poles. And I just like these 2 because a lot of trekking poles that I've used in the past, like from borrowing trekking poles from people, they have the tips that come off, like you pull them off. Well, these, if I can do it, these screw on and off, and as you can see I've definitely used these, but these screw on and off, and they come with replacement tips already, so I have some of those in my resupply boxes. So yeah, and you can buy replacement tips from the actual online store, not just wherever you got these from. So yeah, I really like these. I've used them obviously, and I've used them not just on like backpacking trips, but I also have used them just for regular hiking too, because I used to be one of those people, why can't I get that? Anyways, yeah, I used to be one of those people who didn't really think I needed trekking poles, but I realized that like they come in really handy, especially on really like rainy, slippery days, like when the rocks are very like slick. I feel like these are lifesavers. They're like an extra arms. They're like extra arms, and it's really nice. And it is too, you can use one or you can use both. And nice thing on my pack, they actually have a little compartment. I think most packs do, but I just like the fact that mine, I can like literally see mine, and I like my pack a lot. So yeah, anyways, my pack comes with a way to hang these suckers. If I can find it. Boom, boom, boom. Hang these suckers on there. And you can clip them into your pack very neatly. Do it the same way. I think most, again, packs come with a thingy like this, but you can like cinch them down, and I love that. It looks so pretty on my pack, and obviously my favorite color is blue, if you guys haven't noticed. But yeah, so I think that is all that I had to talk about in this video. I'm super stoked, if you guys couldn't tell, and I cannot wait for you guys to see me on this journey. And I'm very grateful for having this opportunity to say that I am even given the chance to do this, and literally without the encouragement and support that I've been given from people, I don't know if this journey would have been 10 times as, how do I put it, 10 times as achievable as it is without y'all's support. Because I literally, when I say it, like, when I first started out on the idea and thought of this journey, it was more so just like, you know I really want to do hike the AT, and I think I'm gonna do it. But then I started telling so many people about the fact that I wanted to do it, and I've been getting so many people like encouraging me and being like, you can do it, like, you're so young, you have like all this experience, and that experience should be enough in itself to like help you through this journey, but you're gonna go through stuff. Like we all go through stuff. So just remembering and reminding myself that like we're gonna have sucky days. And I say we because I'm on this journey like solo, doing it by myself, but I'm saying we because there's been so many people that have been encouraging me on this journey and saying that they're gonna live vicariously through me, that it's more so a we thing. And I seriously mean it and meant it when I say that when I reach the end of this journey and I'm on top of Teton and I am probably bawling tears or maybe not even bawling tears, I'm probably just so happy that like elated at the fact that like the journey is like done, that I'm like, wow, this is incredible. Like there's a sense of like accomplishment I know I'm gonna have. It won't just be because of myself. I know it's gonna be because there's been so many other incredible people out there wishing me nothing but good luck, sending all the best prayers up for me, and I am so freaking stoked and overwhelmed and just I can't even put it into words how I feel, because there's no words that can describe the amount of love and appreciation I have for life and those that are in my life, and just learning how to take both the good and the bad and just running with it. I'm just thankful all around. I'm just thankful. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, because guess what, guys, that is literally start day. So be on the lookout for the next video, because more than likely that would be start day. If not start day, then it probably me talking literally your guys' ears off about how excited I am, which I probably won't do, just because I feel like I've been doing that so much in every video that it's probably become super mundane. So I'm gonna stop this video now. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and mwah, mwah, smooches.